Two neighborhoods can be just a few miles apart, have similar price points, and still feel like totally different worlds. That's exactly the case with Shearwater and TrailMark in St. Johns County. They're both popular, both master planned, and both loaded with amenities, but the day-to-day experience of living in each one, totally different vibe. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 key differences between Shearwater and TrailMark. Whether you're already planning your move or just exploring options, this will help you figure out which neighborhood lines up best with your family's lifestyle. If we haven't met before, my name is Joshrogers. I've been a real estate agent for the past 15 years, and I lead the F3 home team here in St. Johns County. We've helped hundreds of families make the move and find the home that fits their lifestyle, school preferences, and family needs. So if you're thinking about making the move and want a place to connect with other families doing the same thing, join my Facebook group. It's full of people who are either living here or planning their move to St. Johns County, and it's a great place to ask questions, get real opinions, and explore your options alongside others. All right, let's dig into these differences. First, the vibe and feel of the neighborhood. This is one of those things you feel before you even think about it. As soon as you drive into Shearwater, there's a sense of intentional design. It feels like a modern resort-style community. Homes are newer, with contemporary features like clean lines, black accents, and coastal modern colors. The landscaping is pristine, the streets are walkable, and there's a sense of structure and flow to the whole neighborhood. The energy in Shearwater is active and family-centered. People are out biking, jogging, hanging at the clubhouse, or grabbing coffee at the cafe. It's got a slightly more upscale feel, not flashy, just well done. Now, TrailMark, by comparison, is a little more relaxed. When you enter TrailMark, you're surrounded by old-growth trees and wider natural buffers between homes. It feels like it was designed to preserve the land instead of reworking it. The homes are often set on bigger lots, and there's a more traditional craftsman-style vibe with earthy tones and front porches made for rocking chairs. TrailMark is for the person who wants a more peaceful, nature-forward setting. If you love the sound of birds in the morning and watching the Spanish moss sway in the wind, you're going to feel right at home there. And now that you've got a feel for the vibe of each place, let's move into what that means for your lifestyle, especially when it comes to amenities. Shearwater is one of the most amenity-rich neighborhoods in the area. You've got a massive resort-style lagoon pool with a 3-story water slide, a lap pool, a lazy river, a high-end fitness center with workout classes, and miles of trails. There's also a clubhouse with Wi-Fi and social spaces, tennis courts, and even kayak launches right on Trout Creek. The whole place is designed to feel like a vacation every day. But what makes it stand out isn't just the quantity. It's how active everything feels. If you have kids, they'll be begging to hit the pool or playground after school. If you work from home, it's easy to hop into a yoga class or use one of the many trails for a midday reset. The amenities don't just exist, they're part of your rhythm. Now, TrailMark also has great amenities, but it leans more into nature and community than resort vibes. The pool is beautiful and less crowded. The trails feel more rustic, and the fitness center is solid, but not as extensive as Shearwater's. What TrailMark does exceptionally well is offer that peaceful, family-centered lifestyle. They host outdoor concerts, food truck nights, and movie nights at the Lakeside Pavilion. The vibe is relaxed, and the amenities are geared toward families who love to be outside but don't necessarily need water slides and smoothie bars. So at this point, if you're realizing that one of these neighborhoods is more your speed, don't forget, if you're moving and need help finding the right fit, feel free to shoot me a text. I'll help you figure it out based on your family's lifestyle and goals. All right, since we just talked about lifestyle perks, let's roll into how these communities handle schools, which can be a huge deciding factor. Both Shearwater and TrailMark are zoned for A-rated St. Johns County schools, which is one of the biggest reasons people move to this area in the first place. But there are some key differences that matter depending on your family's needs. Shearwater is currently zoned for Timberland Creek Elementary, Switzerland Point Middle, and Bartram Trail High. These schools have long-standing reputations and are well-established, with lots of extracurriculars, advanced coursework, and community involvement. TrailMark is zoned for Piccolata Crossing Elementary, Pucetti Bay Middle, and Tokoi Creek High School. Tokoi Creek is one of the newest high schools in the county, and it's already gaining attention for its state-of-the-art campus, cutting-edge technology programs, and growing athletic scene. So the main difference is whether you prefer something tried and true like Bartram Trail or something newer and rapidly growing like Tokoi Creek. Some families prioritize tradition and community history. Others love the idea of newer facilities and smaller class sizes. Now let's shift from schools and focus on something that hits your wallet a little harder: the builders and home prices in each neighborhood. Shearwater has a range of builders, including David Weekley, Mastercraft, and Toll Brothers, which means you'll see everything from more affordable townhomes to larger custom-feel homes with premium finishes. Overall, though, Shearwater trends a little higher in price because of the community's amenities, reputation, and newer phases that continue to expand. The homes tend to be more tightly spaced, and square footage ranges from about 1,800 to over 4,000 square feet. Lot sizes are usually smaller, but what you're getting is a polished product in a community that feels move-in ready with very little left to wish for. TrailMark has builders like Dreamfinders, Drees, and Richmond American, and in many cases, you'll find slightly more house or slightly more yard for the same price point compared to Shearwater. The homes here often have larger lots and more traditional layouts, and since TrailMark's vibe is less curated, there's a little more variation in home style and appearance. So if budget is fixed but lot size and space matter to you, TrailMark might give you more bang for your buck. But if you're willing to trade some lot size for that cohesive high-end community feel, Shearwater could be a better match. Now let's wrap this up with something you won't see on a builder's website: the pace of life. Shearwater tends to attract people who love being active and social. There's always something going on, whether it's swim team meets, block parties, or fitness boot camps. It's great if you're looking for a lively, plugged-in lifestyle with lots of ways to meet people and stay busy. TrailMark leans a bit more toward laid-back, long-time locals and families who want more peace and quiet. You'll still find young families here, but the neighborhood has a slower pace. People who live here tend to enjoy the outdoors in a more relaxed way. Kayaking at sunrise, fishing off the lake, grilling in the backyard. It's a great place if you're looking to breathe a little deeper and slow down your weekends. So, if you're seriously considering a move to either Shearwater or TrailMark and want to learn even more about life in these neighborhoods, go ahead and join my Facebook group. You'll hear directly from residents, see real-time updates, and get plugged into the community before you even get here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope this helped you feel a little more confident and clear on what life could really look like in either of these neighborhoods. See you in the next one.